Hi, today I'm going to show you how to set up your Moxi website. So from Desk, you'll want to navigate to the MoxiWorks tile. When you click on that, you'll be brought to your Moxi accounts page. And so it'll look something like this. It does this because it's not sure which Moxi product you want to navigate to. So at the top, you'll see all of your Moxi options. You'll want to click on My Website. Then you'll be brought to a page that looks kind of like this. The first screen that will actually pop up is the Terms and Conditions page, so you'll want to accept terms and conditions before you can really get into the Moxi website. From here, that's actually all you need to do to turn on your website is to accept terms and conditions. At the top left-hand corner, you'll see this button that says Visit Site. That will show you what your website looks like right from the start. So this is kind of like what's an example of a default website. It's usable right from the initial, so it'll have information on your office, it'll have information on Coldwell Banker, as well as an About Me, complete with a bio and a Contact Me page. This is what I call a search-focused web homepage. So it'll have the search first, then the agent information. It also has featured properties from listings from your office, as well as some stuff about mortgage. If you want to get into customizing, let's go back to the home page on the admin website tool. There's a list of common tasks that you can do in order to start customizing your website. There's also information about completing site activation, and that includes making your site visible to search engines and setting up a vanity domain. Now, if you can see at the top here, it says search engines blocked, and that's what number 1 is referring to. This is because it's not sure if you are ready for the world to see your website, but it's a very easy fix to make it searchable. So I'll go through some of these options today and show you how to make your site searchable. So luckily they put these nice little links here so you can just click on them. But to personalize your site style, as you can see, it's search focused now. But there's also the option to make it agent focused, which means we're going to put agent information first, then the search below it. And then there's also the option to do a custom. So if you create a custom homepage, you want that as the homepage, you will just choose that here and then choose which page you want it to be. The next option is to personalize your homepage. So from here, this only works if you want to keep with the default. So this is the default, and as I said, it's a search-focused homepage. So from here, it'll allow you to choose certain things, like if you want to choose a different picture, you can do so. So here, if I click choose or upload picture, this is if I want to upload my own photos. The image library is if I uploaded any into this. And then the image gallery is a gallery of photos that I have available to use from Moxi. So say if I wanted this one, I could do so and choose that. If I wanted to choose the text color or any background effects, I can do that. If I wanted to change the custom text of it saying instead of find your dream home, I can change the verbiage here. It'll have some information about the agent, or in this case the manager, that you can change. And that's essentially how you can customize the look of the homepage. Here you'll also see the ability to change the featured properties. Right now it's the office's listings, but you can just do my solds or actives. You can also customize any of these blog links and links modules. There's actually it's a very useful page from the get-go, but if you wanted to do a little bit more with a custom page, that would be a little bit more of a different kind of class because this system runs on WordPress, and WordPress is very customizable, but also the more customizable it is, the more things there are to learn about it, I'll say. So I'm just going to go back to the home and then go down the list. So here you'll see a couple of other options like customize your default search area, create custom search links, create custom menu links. I won't go into those too deeply, but essentially the default search area is where you would like this to show up. So right now there's nothing that shows up here, but you can have this auto-populate with Sacramento, California, or Rancho Cordova, California, or Elk Grove, California, depending on what city or area you service. If you would like to organize your site navigation page or your page or menu order, you can go there. That is actually the same place as site pages. So if you click on site pages, you'll be brought to the same page. And here we can see essentially the same thing that's on the navigation bar up here. So you have your home, about Coldwell Banker, and properties. If you can see, these little drop-down arrows will have other things as well, and that is how these are organized. So you have home, about Coldwell Banker, and properties, and then these little tabbed in items here are essentially drop-down items. As you can see, there are quite a few that are hidden, and so they won't show up here. And the only one that's actually shown right now is my office's listings. So if I wanted to show them, I could. All I need to do is hit show. They should show up. This one isn't updated, so it's not going to show, but this is essentially what the drop-down would look like if you were to show them. Then you have buying and selling. You have the about me, a blog option if you chose to do a blog, and more information about neighborhood news and such. So this one here you can disregard, but that's me. I was going to create a custom homepage here. So there's not a bug or an issue with it having two homepages. That's something that I did and I just haven't put in quite yet. But this is how you would organize. All of these are, you can drag and drop and you can pull up as like another item if you wanted to. But just know that anything on the completely left justified is a menu item, and anything tabbed down from that is a drop-down menu item. I'm going to go back to that nice little list. From here, you can also see that you can manage property lists, you can add client testimonials, you can add social media links. Actually, the social media links here, if you saw my previous video, you can't actually edit it from this page. You can try and clicking on it, but it won't let you type anything in. Social media is controlled through Desk. So as I mentioned in previous videos, you'd have to do so from your Desk Profile Manager. So it all pulls in from that. Your client testimonials, you can add them all here if you want to have a database of your testimonials. But there is a testimonials template, so if you put in all the testimonials here, it'll be saved onto that template. From here, you'll see that there are ways to set up your blog. So if you'd like to put a blog on here, that's how you would start setting it up. An SSL cert is for security settings. So all of these are already configured on here. And so the next bottom section is for completing the rest of your site activation. So if you wanted to make your sites visible to search engines, you can click go there, or you can actually just click on search engines blocked up at the top and it will bring you to the same place. So all you need to do in order to make your site searchable is unclick this checkbox here and then save those changes. So right now it's just letting you block it if you have it checked. And then you would have to uncheck it in order to have it visible. I'm not going to save anything quite yet. The last option is to set up a vanity domain name. Now, the websites here, as you can see, this is the current website URL, and they're not great to look at. So if you are considering getting a vanity domain name, I would highly recommend it. You can buy one from GoDaddy or Wix or any other website domain hosting page and use that instead. And all you need to do is set up forwarding. So this will have different instructions for you. So if you don't have one, you can get started directly on here. If you have one, you can skip to step 2. And all you need to do is go through these processes here to set up your DNS settings in order to get your domain to be forwarding to your website. So that is a quick introduction on how to kind of go through these common tasks. Like I said, I didn't go through everything, but you can definitely click through these on the list and start customizing your site from there. If you'd like to learn more about creating websites from WordPress and creating custom pages, that would be another class that I'd have to teach, or your FMS would teach, or also a one-on-one session with your FMS as well. So if you have any further questions, please reach out to me or your FMS for more information on how to customize your website. Thank you.